Hey guys, it's Dragon here, and I'm coming with my Shadoll Lightsworn Invoked deck profile. It's a small update from my original deck profiles. I took out the Sky Strikers because personally, I never kept seeing them, plus I only own 2 engages, so that's the sad thing. So I took them out. Personally, there's a few other changes that I've done, and I'm trying out a new engine, which has actually surprisingly worked. This Sunday, when I went to go hang out with a few buddies, and we went to a small little tournament at one of my favorite card shops, and it turned out I came in second place. It was a few friends down where I live, not really much, but it was a pretty good tournament. But this was pretty fun of a deck. It did pretty well. There's a few little changes that I wanted to do to it. I wanted to show you guys before I do the changes. So let's just go ahead and get started. Coming with the extra deck, main deck, and side deck. So let's just go ahead and get started here, guys. I think this is a very big count of monsters. I think it's like 30 something monsters. So let's go ahead and get them out. For the Shadoll engine, 2 beasts, 2 hedgehogs, 1 Squamata, 1 dragon. Are all self-explanatory. I started putting back Squamata because its effect to send another Shadoll monster to the graveyard, so I think it would be very powerful. Beast is always good at 2 because sometimes you want to have it in your hand when you're going. Once you set the Shadoll Fusion, it's better to have that in your hand so you can go off. Hedgehog is amazing at all times, and Dragon is you're basically your walking MST. For the Lightsworns, you play double Raiden, triple Wulf, 1 Felis, and double Lumina. Now the reason why I play 2 Raidens is because he's the worst normal summon in the deck. Personally, the best normal summon in the deck will be coming up next. Raiden is good here and there, but it depends on what you're doing. Wulf is he's best Lightsworn no matter what. Felis is suckish to draw, but amazing with its effect. And Lumina is it's Lumina. It basically can get you through it can get you through a lot of loops and combos. For the plant engine, which is the best mouse on the deck, I play 2 Lonefire Blossoms, triple Predaplant Ophrys Scorpio, the 1 Cobra, and the 1 Glowball. Now the reason why I play double Lonefire Blossoms is because Lonefire Blossom, personally to me, 3 is too much because usually when you go off with Sayuji's effect and other monsters' effects and you go off with your draws, you'll end up having another Lonefire Blossom, which is basically a brick because there's not that many plants. Yes, you can use the Lonefire Blossoms for Glow Up, but in my personal opinion, I like running 2 Lonefire Blossoms because I'll see it more often than I'm playing at 3. That's depending on certain ratios, depending on certain decks. Personally, I wouldn't really cut out any other cards. I would like to keep Lonefire Blossom at 2. Plus, you need light and darks in the graveyard more than different attributes, so that's also another reason why I only play 2. Glow Ball's good here and there. It's not really the best. It's good for synchro plays. Other than that, it's kind of terrible to draw or kind of terrible to have in the graveyard. But I usually use it for link shenanigans or secret plays for Boiler Savage. Other than that, that's pretty much the plant engine. For the hand traps, which I run a small amount, I run triple Ash and triple Ogre. Now the reason why I play Ghost Orc Snow Rabbit instead of like Effect Valor or Drone Lockbirds and stuff like that is because Ogre is good against a lot of decks now, and a lot of people don't really see it. Personally, to me, Ogre is amazing against certain decks. Like Ogre is good against Sky Strikers to pop their multi-roll or pop their links. It's also good against Pendulum Magicians and stuff like that because you can pop their scales to go off of more combos, like preventing them from going for combos specifically. And Ogre is good against a lot of other rogue matchups. Ash is good against almost every deck besides Pendulum Magicians sometimes. And Sky Striker sometimes because it just gives you, like, Ash is good against a lot of decks, just depending on the deck will determine on Ash. Overall, this is really the only hand traps that I play overall. And personally, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, I'm running a little bit of a different engine here than I used to when it comes to the clowns. I only run the 1 damage juggler now, even though he's at 2. I personally don't like playing him at 1. I tried him at 2 for the longest time, and overall, he was good at 2. It's just he kept clogging up my hand. Like, I've already used its effect, and you only really need to use this effect once. So I only send it to the graveyard with Brilliant Fusion. Yes, I am still playing Brilliant Fusion, thank goodness. So that's the only time I'll ever send him to the graveyard. It's really what Brilliant Fusion's effect. I'll never use like Foolish Burial and such for him. And I run double Hat Tricker like always, and the 1 Trick Clown because Trick Clown's amazing no matter what. Hat Tricker's is good at 2. You never really want to run more than 2. So that's all self-explanatory for the clowns. For the other spicy tech that I've tried out, obviously, there's a couple other spicy techs that I've tried out, but I'll get to those in just a second. I run double Alester the Invoker, because for the Invoke engine, you need only 2 Alesters. I was told that you should run 2 Mechabuzz. Personally, Mechabuzz is good at 1, and I won't really play more than 1. But Alester is good at 2, because you want to see him more often in the graveyard than you do in your hand. Yes, you can normal summon him and get, Invocation from your deck to your hand, but personally, Alester the Invoker is good at 2. I will never put him up to 3. I think it's too much, but 2 is personally self-explanatory. Plus, he's another Dark in the graveyard, so you can banish him, and if you already milled Invocation, you can activate Invocation's effect, put him back to your hand, shuffle Invocation, normal summon him, and just go off from there. So, really, personally, you only need ever 1 Invocation and 2 Alesters. For the spicy techs that I played double Destrudo. Now I don't play Black Rose in the deck. I used Destrudo for a new combo piece that I'm thinking of running. Destrudo's good. He can help me extend my boards a little bit more, help me get more links on board, or help me go for more synchro plays, things of that nature. Destrudo is always good to have in the deck. Personal opinion, I probably will only start running 1, but 2 did pretty well for the event, so I kind of like 2. The spiciest of them all is 1 Mare Mare. Now, I play Yang Zing Yazi. Mare Mare is amazing. He helps you get more tokens on board. He helps you go for more link plays. The tokens I play and the links I play now helps me extend my boards a little bit more. Thanks to Mare Mare, I can go off of more combos. I run 2 Black Coastal Soldier Envoy beginnings. Instead of running Chaos Dragon Levidair and Chaos Dragon Envoy the End, I stopped playing them. Chaos Dragon Levidair, yes, he can extend your boards. It's just personal opinion is I never really seen him at many moments. Plus, when I do see him, it's kind of mid-game already, and I don't really need him. Yes, I would love to put him back in here, but consistency issues, it cost a lot. Every now and then in games 2 and 3, I kept side decking him out because he was more of a brick than a combo piece for me. That's my personal opinion. So I like double Black Coastal Soldier Envoy at the beginning because I can get OTK power out of him more than I could at Chaos Dragon Levidair. So, and Chaos Dragon Envoy to End. Also, Chaos Dragon Envoy to End did more of a nuking the boards, both on my side of the field and his set and my opponent's side of the field. So it kept even though I got a chance to go for more burn damage, I think Chaos Dragon Envoy End didn't really do much, but Envoy Beginning did pretty well. And then I play the 1 Garnet for the Brilliant Fusion combos. For the spell cards, which is a big lineup of spells, I play the Lightsworn spells, obviously, like always. Triple Charge Light Brigade, Triple Solar Recharge. These are self-explanatories. Based on the number of Lightsworns that I played, I think that these will always go off, and there will always be Lightsworn or a monster in the deck to go off. Solar Recharge, you might always draw one of the Wolves or Fleeces. This helps you get rid of them. So they're all both self-explanatory. For the Shadoll engine, I play the same ratio, triple Shadoll Fusion, and then the 1 L Shadoll Fusion. Both self-explanatory. Personally, some people told me to run 2 L Shadoll Fusions. I think 1's good. I'm only ever going to need 1. The Shadoll engine is only there just to help me turbo out a little bit more, get a couple more negates and a couple more monsters on board to help me with my link plays. This deck is good going second more than it is going first. There's a few side deck cards that I want to get for when the 10s come out. When those 10s come out, I will be changing the side deck and changing the main deck. But for now, this is pretty good how it is. For the one-of spells, or the one-of Brilliant or Fusion spells, you play one Brilliant Fusion, one Invocation, one Magical Meltdown to go with the Invocation and Alester, and then 2 Super Polys. Now, Super Poly is good because you can fusion away your opponent's stuff for your Shadoll stuff, or you can fusion away for other things. It's there to help you turbo out a little bit more. When you have a Shadoll monster on board, you can use that for more fusion plays. Until I get my hands on a Starving Venom Dragon, I will change a card in the extra deck so I could play that from now on. I think Super Poly would be good just to use those as well. But 2 Super Polys can help out here and there. It's good against going second. Plus, when you're able to special summon a Sayuja, once you get Sayuja's Cauldron on the board, and you use this effect to special summon Shadoll monster from your hand, you can activate Super Poly and fuse your opponent's stuff with that, and just special summon your Shadoll stuff. Personally, it's pretty good how it is. I think this ratio of Shadoll Fusion, or not Shadoll Fusion, Super Poly is good. Magical Meltdown and Invocation, like I said, is for the Mechaba, and then Brilliant Fusion just for the Brilliant Fusion combos. Oops. For the 2-ofs, I do play one more. Starting to bring back Pot of Desires. Desires did pretty well. I only used it during the mid game once I got all the combo pieces in the graveyard and stuff. Desires is pretty good just to help you see if you can draw those. It's a Pot of Greed, even though you're neg 9, but it's still a Pot of Greed to me. It works, in my personal opinion. Like I said, this is a going second Lightsworn deck, so you gotta really be careful in some matchups. So I play double Mind Control. Mind Control is good against a lot of decks. It helps you can take control of your opponent's stuff. Use Super Poly or something like that, or you can keep your opponent's stuff there. Use Super Poly, fuse whatever your opponent has, and then use Mind Control. Take control of that monster and go off more link could play. So personally, Mind Control is amazing in my personal opinion. I like it at 2. 3 is a bit much. Even though this is, like I said, outgoing second deck, 3 is a bit much to play in this deck. Mind Control is just good against a lot of decks. Then you play for the 1-ofs, and the only 1-ofs is 1 Monster Reborn and 1 Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial just to help you get what you need in the graveyard, Monster Reborn just to help bring back stuff that you need. For the extra deck, I play the one beautiful, awesome Minerva. Minerva's good no matter what. Minerva helps you get more pluses. And in my personal opinion, because you run a decent amount of Lightsworn, so you're more likely to probably end up milling Lightsworn at least. But overall, she's amazing. You only play one of her as the only XC in the deck. For the synchros, you play the one Yazi, Evil the Yangzing, and 1 Boiled Savage. Yazi the Evil the Yangzing, you run him because you run Mare Mare, so you want to synchro off. This is the best Lightsworn, or not Lightsworn. This is the best synchro level 7 monster to run in any deck because of Mare Mare. Mare Mare is awesome as well. You summon Yangzing Yazi, and you just pop him to special summon Mare Mare from the deck and just go off with your turbo plays. Most often, you probably not even go into Yazi if you have game already, but if you want to go for game, you go for Yazi. And then Boiled Savage because it's Boiled Savage. It's both self-explanatory. 1 Invoke, for the fusions, 1 Invoke Mechaba. Mechaba is self-explanatory, followed by the Construct and the 2 El Shadow Windows. I'm starting to bring back El Shadow window. Back then I started playing one El Shadow window. I figure I'll play two. Most often you use the first one for your fusion play. Two El Shadow fusions didn't really work out for me, but I played two windows because if you're going a really deep game, window can be very handy. Plus, sometimes you can side deck the window just to get for your other extra your side deck. The only side deck monster extra deck monster I side deck. But window is good too. Construct is I'm glad she's back. She's just broken. Then you play the one Seraph Knight just for the Brilliant Fusion combo. For the Link ones, for the token combos, you run Link Karibo and you run Link Spider. You use the Link, you use the tokens just to link away so you can summon both of these. Even though your tokens are normal monsters, you can link them away with them just to summon out Link Spider. And if you have Garnet in your hand and stuff like that, you can summon Garnet out of your hand, which is because of Link Spider's special ability. I didn't really realize, and that actually came up twice in one game. Then you play Link Karibo. Link Karibo is good, no matter what. Personally, if you need to, say that you have a useless Ball Bolt on field, or one of the tokens left on the build, you could tribute those, just summon Link Spider from your graveyard, and just do some things right there. Personally, those are the only Link ones you play in the deck. For Link 2s, I do play something a little different than most. I play the one Alester the Invoker of Madness, and then the one Nightmare Phoenix as my only Link 2s. Nightmare Cerberus did help out here and there because of the arrows, but personally I had to cut it out because his effect was really not needed, and I didn't really need another one monster to point in different directions. I only use Nightmare Phoenix either for the back row effect or to just the arrows. And I figured Cerberus didn't really do so much if I'm not using its effects, so I just cut it out to run Alester the Invoker of Madness. Excuse me there. Alester the Invoker of Madness is self-explanatory in my personal opinion, because if you're in mid-game and you didn't draw Alester or an Invocation or Magical Meltdown, you can just link away and get him, which gives you 2 down arrows. If you had Sayuja in this place, you can link away with the Sayuja, summon him here. If you already summon the monster here, so you're safe there. Summon this here, that way you get 2 more arrows to go off for more plays. For the only Link 3, I play the one Nightmare Unicorn. I brought him back in this deck. Nightmare Unicorn's amazing. During that event, actually, it was pretty fun. Nightmare Unicorn helped me helped me pop back some cards that I didn't want to deal with, which was very useful in certain positions. But he's good. He's good. Then for the only 2 Link 4s, I play the one Sayuja Skuldred and then the one Boy Sword. Boy Sword Dragon, I finally got my hands on one, guys. I think I've shown this many times in my other deck profiles, but Sayuja Skuldred's good. Sayuja Skuldred's just for your draw powers, and then Boiler Savage is just, or Boil Sword Dragon, I mean, is good for OTK. You more often will go into him once you establish your board and your opponent can't pull off any combos. They'll just set or something or pass. Then you summon Boar Sword after you make sure you have all your right combos. You summon Boar Sword afterwards, and you just go up from there. For the tokens, for the Mare Mare, playing like my Light Pulsar token, my Raiden token. I do have a couple other tokens, but they're not really going to be shown. These tokens are just for fun. I don't really care what tokens I use, but I like using my Light Pulsar and Raiden tokens. Personally, they were pretty cool looking, so that's why I play them. For the side deck, I played triple Prankratops. He's self-explanatory. At one point, I did want to play 2, or I only wanted to play 2, but 3 did okay. 2's all you needed. I played the 3rd one because I couldn't get my hands on a 3rd card in my side deck. Prankratops is amazing how it is. It's there to get rid of problematic cards you can't deal with. Triple Artifact Lancia against like something like a mirror match if you go against the ones and something like that. It's good against almost every deck in the format because a lot of decks these days banish. So if you use Artifact Lancia, get rid of those, stop them from banishing. You could probably stop them for game, things of that nature. But there's only a few decks here and there, like Thunder Dragons or any source of Thunder Dragon, Guard Dragons, something like that. They do a lot of banishing, so you just drop Artifact Lancia on them. They just kind of stop for a minute. Because I don't like Altergeist or Subterriers. I play triple Twin Twister and triple Evenly Match. I started side decking Evenly Match now, and I'm always going to side deck the Twin Twisters. These are good against pretty much Subterriers, Altergeist, any other rogue decks personally out there, things of that nature. So Evenly Match is just self-explanatory. Twin Twisters is just good how it is. Then you play double Infinite Currents. I side deck Infinite Currents more than anything. I am working on trying to get my hands on a third one. And once I get my hands on the third one, I'll take out Prinquitops. Personally, if you are looking for something that's easy to side deck over Infinite Currents and you don't have the money to get Infinite Currents, I would probably side deck Effect Fellers and maybe side deck 3 Effect Fellers instead of 3 Prinquitops. You can switch out, keep at least 2 Prinquitops in your side deck and probably run 3 Effect Fellers. My personal opinion, but Infinite Currents is a good card, depending on what matches you go against. Personally, if I had the room, I'd be main decking these more than side decking them, but for now, I personally will only side deck them for now, until I can figure out what other cards can come out, and I can main deck Infinite Currents. For now, Infinite Currents is good. It's good against all decks. And then Abyss Dweller for the only side deck extra deck monster. The reason why I side deck Abyss Dweller is because most often you're not really going to go against a heavy deck that, you know, you're not really going to go against a heavy graveyard deck. And when you do, Abyss Dweller is good to switch out and summon this. And just, like, if you have this on your board, you could basically kind of screw up your opponent. Depending on what decks you go against, Abyss Dweller can actually help out. In my personal opinion, the deck did pretty well. Like I said, I came in second. A lot of my friends that are probably going to be watching this video, yes, I did this without you guys, I'm sorry. Those that participated in the event, thanks for helping me out. Thanks for telling me certain things that was going on. The judges at this event was pretty fun to hang out with, and things of that nature, because they actually helped us out with a couple rulings. Overall, this deck did pretty well. If I was to do some changes, I'd probably end up taking out one of the Super Polys to be exact, and probably running a second Shadoll Fusion because of what it did to me. I think Shadoll Fusion would be more imprecise than Super Poly. There's been times where I couldn't get me or set a Shadoll monster on my side of the board, so I can pull off Super Poly. There's been other times where bricks, I did get a couple hand bricks for some things, that's why I came in second. But everybody knows bricks sometimes happens in all decks. And if I had to change something else, I'll probably be running more magical meltdowns. Because of its effect to help me get Alester into hand. And then it will help me protect for constructs effects and stuff like that, and construct special, special summons. So in my personal opinion, I'll probably be running more magical meltdowns. I'll probably take out the super polys and side deck the super polys more than infinite currents. And then I'll probably end up taking maybe 1 or 2. I might take out the Destrudos to run infinite currents in the main deck. For now, the deck actually did pretty well at the event. Like I said, I came in second and it was pretty broken. I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and I will be trying to come up with some more deck profiles. I hope you guys do enjoy. Like always, Dragon Rockstar is signing out.